I woke up still feeling a bit bothered. Had a dream about me carrying a little boy, a little white boy, and his name is Honor, and that's the name of supposed to be a relative of mine, but I've never met him. But I was carrying him, and he was noticeably handicapped, and so I don't know how to interpret it as far as I guess I'm carrying somebody named Honor, which means I'm carrying honor, but it was something like I said, handicapped about it. But so that just caused a little bit of like I guess misunderstanding or whatever. But yeah, still woke up just feeling a type of way. Like, should I still just go and do what my original plans was for today, which is go get in my jacuzzi and enjoy myself? But I be feeling like I be having to adjust because of these wannabe bullies anyway around here. Like, I mean, they definitely got bully behavior, but as far as to me, they're wimps and cowards because, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand why people see somebody by themselves and they feel the need. Oh, I gotta pick with this person. Or I gotta pick on this person. I gotta poke and prod, or I gotta bother with them. And I didn't mean to be by myself or intend. I asked for help and I asked for, again, the boys' dad to remain here and all that. And, he just always had that one foot in, one foot out. I don't know what it was for him. I mean, I guess because I required, you know what I'm saying? If you are going to be here, you need to be of some kind of use and, like, be helpful. Like, and he claimed that I wanted him to be a thug. I don't want nobody to be no damn thug, but I want people to have the cojones. But no, just to stand up and speak up for yourself. And so, for me, it's just been on me standing up, sticking up for myself and for my children and again my household. And I don't think it's fair. Even when I was younger, people would point that out that I didn't really have too many friends or anything like that. I've had some, well, what I consider, but of course, many of them not still around. There's very few that I feel like I didn't even do anything wrong, but it's very few that I feel like I messed up the or I contributed to messing up the relationship. And I'm not even saying that they did anything, but it was me more of making a contribution or I don't want to say messing up, but putting a damper on the relationship because I just don't set out to mess up relationships with people. Like I'm telling you, you literally had to have done something or said something that have offended me to where I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna deal with you. And I'm just that type of person that I will just distance myself. Other people will continue. I'll forgive you. Other people will continue to allow you to. Yeah, I'm talking about in a young age. They would continue to get back cool with each other and this and the third. I'll go off, honey, by myself, and I'll try to figure it out or whatever. That's, of course, my mentality when I was younger. And now it's still similar. It's just I go to the presence of God. Like, I know better to go to the presence of God and ask Him to help me to adjust. So, even on this day, I'm asking God to help me to adjust and come up to where He wants me to be and not worry about what people around me are saying or trying to do and all of that. That I do know it's going to continue to backfire on them, but I just don't want them to be able to even. This is what I want to do. I don't even want them to be able to bother with me, touch me, none of that stuff. Because if I don't want to be touched, don't fucking touch me. If I don't want to be bothered, don't bother me. And if I have my reasons and who I feel is the right person or person, I'll explain that to if necessary, if it comes to that or whatever. But it just goes back to when the so-called neighbor said, "I seen you sitting out there on the porch and this and the third. But did you come out and check on or did you just stare at me? But it's like, I mean, something kept you from coming out there, but you making sure that you let me know that you say, okay, well that's good. And you offered no type of, help or assistance, and you don't have to, but I don't know. What is your point for telling me that you're just staring at me and just watching me? Um, Anywho, I mean, of course, y'all see my daughter not home. Like, that's the part that I'm just like, y'all see my daughter not at home and this, that, and the third. And so, of course, you feel like, well, she ain't got nobody, so we could do what we want. I just don't like that. It's like, what if other people was looking at you? Would you be sitting there doing that? But anyway, um, I'm just like, man, I'm still just feeling bothered. I feel better when I talk about it when I get on here, but that doesn't like talking about it makes me feel better and I feel the relief, but it doesn't completely like change things. Like I want to go back to feeling like how I was before this stuff happened, or of course better. So I was researching stuff about bullies and stuff, and I seen something interesting as how they pick on people or pick on choose something that's unique about somebody, and that's different, and they use that as a target to pick with them. And that's like, again, I got my gazebo set up, and yeah, it's winter time and all that. I hoped and prayed it made it through, you know what I'm saying, through those times. But yeah, and I keep my the cover and the curtain and stuff over it. That's just what it is. I like to be outside, but I still like for y'all to mind y'all business, and that's just my way of doing that. It don't mean I'm doing something that I ain't supposed to. It just means something I'm doing something that I want y'all. I don't want y'all to get distracted by me. You so focused on being invested on what I got going on. But that's what I feel like. It's targeted because the way my gazebo came down the other time, and I explained it in the video where I seen the same neighbor, so-called neighbor, pass by, and next thing I know, like 5 minutes later, it was down. It's like they wanted some kind of control or power, and it would seem like it was coming from both ends. It seemed like it was coming from one neighbor across the street and one over to the right. I've had dreams that showed me that the neighbor across the street was trying to get some kind of power from my house, and I thought it was the ones over there to the right, but it wasn't. But still, naturally, it just seems like the ones to the right are still doing something, engaging in something crazy. And that's on them. Like, I guess you serve whatever God you decide to serve. You want to serve the devil or and his minions and whatever else, then you go right ahead. Do not try to pull me in that, because like I feel like what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna bust you right in your face. I'm gonna bust you right in your shit. Period. Like I'm just I'm not. I don't. You can try to target me and bully me, but I'm not built like that. Like I just don't. I don't take stuff lying down. I don't worry about whether I'm a pushover or anything. I don't try to prove no point to nobody. It's just gonna be proven and shown. That's what I feel like. Like, without you asking or whatever. I mean, and that's the thing. It can be a moment where you know what I'm saying, your ass done forgot what the fuck you did, but I ain't forgot. I forgive, but I ain't forgot. And and I don't be trying to hold stuff against people. But don't do that. Don't try to handle me like that and mishandle me. But anyways, so I looked up the bullying thing and just to see, why do bullies do that? And it was mentioned that they had more than likely had some type of traumatizing thing happen within the last, they gave a time frame, the last 5 years, or something like that. But I don't know. And then they got bullied by others. Of course, they came from a harsh childhood environment where they got talked down on and stuff like that. So they grew up to do that to us, and it was like wow. And then um, after I thought I could smell the gas, and you can't smell the gas, but it's always been like that. I have carbon monoxide detectors in here. They got batteries in them, so they'll go off. Well, they should anyway. Still man-made, so things can malfunction. But but when I first moved over here, I didn't have carbon monoxide detectors. I only had smoke detector, and that was for the first like sheesh 3 or 4 years, and then they finally I think required that we get the carbon monoxide detectors, and so they kind of installed them. But so what was detecting it before? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, yeah, they were saying that those bullies or whatever they got talked to any some a certain type of way while they was young or whatever the case may be, and so they grow up and they do it to somebody else and try to make somebody else a victim. Again, I've had instances, of course, of bullying all throughout my life. Kudos to those who have never been bullied, because it doesn't feel good. I don't like it, and it does make me feel like, well, damn, do I need to adjust something? And if that's the case, why can't you just have a regular conversation? Like I said, I spoke to her, and it was peaceful. I was like, hey, how you doing? One day, or I said, hey, and then I would keep on walking. She ain't say nothing. She just like turned her head and stuff. Girl, I don't care if you feel like you're better than me or whatever. Then just stay away from me, like you've been doing. I don't gotta do. I don't have to be you. We are 30 something years different, age different. I don't have to be you. You can feel like you want something better or different from me or whatever, and I'm not choosing that. I'm going at my pace. I'm going at what I know and how I can. You know what I'm saying? Even if you feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere else further and I got set back, I'm still gonna go at my pace. I'm not gonna try to catch up to where you think I'm supposed to be or whatever the case may be. So it's a lot of it is about class and stuff like that. And but always, and speaking of class, I always deem myself as a classy lady, and that's just what I've desired to be. That's from a young age. But yeah, they feel like I've fallen short. I don't. I really do not care. I have made some decisions and that I'm not so proud of, that some of them I almost regret or whatever. But I'm not beating myself up, so you're not gonna beat me up about it. I forgive myself, I love myself, and I don't love myself. I'm gonna say really any less. And sometimes I do be feeling like, girl, you got fat, you this, that, and the third, but that's feelings. It does not change that I love myself. Like I care about myself. So I take the steps necessary at the age that I am and with the strength that I do have to self care in the way that I know how. And so yeah, but anyway, yeah, it just makes me feel like, damn, do I need to adjust something? And if so, what's the conversation? And I look back and there's times when I've had conversations or somebody may have tried to have a conversation with me and you didn't choose the right moment or whatever. You didn't, look and see, do I even feel like being bothered? Choose, what I'm saying, and choose a peaceful day. But I remember when her so-called husband was trying to tell me about, not letting the car warm up and this and the third, and I still don't look. I still look back and don't, and not worried about whether or not I listened to him or not, because you worrying about a material car, but look at your nasty actions and nasty words towards me. Period. You know what I'm saying? You worrying about y'all day or two wrapped up in material things, and I don't have a vehicle, but I am not pressed. I'm not asking y'all for nothing. There's times when I thought, dang, y'all are supposed to be neighbors. Y'all ain't letting me do, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't offered to take me to a store. And you know what I'm saying? So you so invested in something like that. And I don't be, it's like they're more invested in the material stuff than the actual person. Finding out, well, what's going on or what happened or whatever. And how can we help, if at all? But yeah, if you don't want to help, then you probably don't even need to be asking. Go on about your business, and that's what I'd rather them do. That's why I'm not understanding. What is it that y'all want? I don't know. And I guess they've been living over here for however long, 20 some years, like he said, but it doesn't matter. Then that's when you, even more, if you're supposed to be a leader type, then that's when you really take the initiative. But I don't know. I'm just submitting to God because God knows all the details, and there's things that I definitely don't know. I only knew what I came in knowing. And I do understand, we need to get better educated. Um, oh, Lord have mercy. I'm telling you, I'm just feeling at the point where I'm feeling like going in. Part of me wants to just knock on the door and do it peacefully, but the other part just wants me to be like, um, you know, and that's the other thing. I feel like they want me to. I feel like they want me to come to them, like I owe them something or whatever. And that's the I guess that's the hardest part because the Bible say don't let nobody look down on you because you're young. No, if you want to talk to somebody, you can peacefully talk to them, and So from there, I just leave it at that. But like I said, part of me feel like I want to do it peacefully, knock on the door. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? What's up? Why are y'all bothering me? What's the problem? Oh, we don't like the look of things over there. And then, okay, well, that's your eyesight. You can, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm laughing because, baby, that's how I truly feel like responding. Okay, well, that's your eyesight. Seek God. Ask God, does he like the look of it? Does he, you know what I'm saying? Because, honey, and pray about it. And the conversation, you know what I'm saying? It could just go like that. It can be over right after that, or, we can keep talking. Next, what's next? What else is up? I don't know. I can only imagine, how the conversation would go. But, but yeah, these people, I don't know. I'm not sitting here. See, this is the thing. I'm not sitting over here in denial that I need help. But I feel like either my help got scared away or whatever the case may be, got scared away for whatever reason. Maybe the appearance of things over here and just also other people trying to intimidate. And yeah, that's that bullying tactic, like trying to intimidate or coerce somebody that's doing stuff different than you, as opposed to helping them in a healthy, non-toxic way. So I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what to do. I'm going to continue to pray and let God continue to sort it out. That's all I can do. And yeah, I feel like I missed like an opportunity where the sun was it's still out, but was like in a position in the sky where I could really enjoy myself. And but they be so damn they be so bothered, and that's why I start to feel bothered after you did something. You know what I'm saying? After they do something crazy like that. I'm really telling you, my true response that I really want is to bust you in your like, I just want to punch you in your mouth one good time. And because I say that because I've seen results. Like, I'm not for domestic violence and stuff, but again, when my boys' dad was here and he was cheating over, okay, so he was already several times. You brought me something back. Like, you shouldn't even be out there anyway. I done already told you, you know what I'm saying? I did it nicely. You bring up, you know what I'm saying, some type of STD, whatever, back. And this was like 5, 6, this was like years ago, like 7, 8. I'm talking about 5, 6. It's like 7, 8 years ago or more. But, and he did it, and it was several times. Okay, that's offensive. Um, it's definitely beyond disrespectful, and it's definitely borderline diabolical, if not diabolical, and it pissed me off. Okay, you didn't get knocked up. You didn't get your knocked in. I just was telling you nicely. You know that's not right. Whatever you got going on, you need to this, that, and the third. Okay, seen videos of him with females, and I just politely and respectfully, okay, I've seen these videos, you know what I'm saying? I see some of what's going on. Please, clean that up. And then I went to sleep. Beside, like literally, I told him that he went to sleep. I don't know if he had one eye open. I doubt it. Cause baby, he just was whatever. And then he said something to me too. He's like, well, something about his business. I'm like, well, this this is affecting me though because this is my body that you're using and utilizing when you go out here and do whatever you're doing. Okay, so then he's talking to some female or whatever, and I was letting him know, like don't do that. I even honestly I reached out to the girl. No, I'm not coming at you as a woman. I'm just letting you know, like he's involved, and you know what I'm saying. Can you go on? Can you skedaddle? And she got offended and felt like, why am I talking to her, saying anything? I had already addressed him, so no, I didn't just jump to addressing her, but I went on and addressed him and let it be known. You know what I'm saying. And then he played around with it, and he just continued to talk to the girl, um and then I did one time he tried to hide his phone, which is stupid. He tried to hide his phone underneath the mattress that we both sleep on. Like he tried to hide it, and I never seen him step out the room, so I had an idea where it was hidden. So it's just stupid stuff like that. I got it, and I looked and I seen. I think I called the girl again, and then I also seen probably some other stuff, and I alarmed him and woke him up out his sleep in a nice little way. Because again, I didn't already prior to I didn't ask you nicely. So I'm telling this to say I've told people nicely and stuff like that over and over and over. I've documented, where they've again poked and prodded at me and tried me and this, that, and the third, and I just was. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna try a different route. I'm gonna move my gazebo to this side. I don't want to be bothered by them. I'm gonna stop using my own side door that I'm saying for where I reside. Because if I could, because I didn't want to walk out there and not be able to control my tongue and just say anything. So I was just like, let me go take another route. I did that. Okay, so now I felt comfortable enough to move it back into my backyard, and because it came down, and I moved it back because I didn't want the wind to blow it down again. And yeah, there we go with the foolishness again. And like it's like y'all not satisfied. And so I don't know. At this point, I've been feeling like a conversation need to be had, but at this point, I just trust God to do it if that's what's necessary. But I really don't want to converse with these people no more because I feel like I've been living over here long enough. They know who I am. They know somewhat of what I'm about, besides what's in my behind closed doors. But they know what I'm about, and they could, you know what I'm saying? As long as it's respectful, you could approach me. They know they can, and that's even with well, at this point, I don't want him coming over here, but uh, when she called me over there or whatever, speaking about my voice, and she ended up getting real ugly with the tongue. Um, see, that's what we're not gonna do. That's the problem. So, if they could take that away or whatever, then it wouldn't be an issue. But that's what I said. It's at this point, it's no conversing with them. It's just what's gonna happen is gonna happen. What's gonna be is gonna be. And I'm just doing everything on my end to make sure that I've done everything possible to avoid it, avoid some crazy happening, and just to avoid violence and stuff taking place. But to God be all the glory. About how the Bible speaks that Christ didn't come to make peace. He came he came to use that sword. And I just feel like again it's continual separation of the of the wheat from the tear. I need the charger. Wheat from the tear and what goats from the sheep. So I don't know. And to me, I didn't have my children by myself, so yeah, their dad is supposed to be not just contributing, but protecting them and watching over them and all of that. But I don't feel like he was called to another household. I just feel like that was something, I feel like it was something that, tried to alter what he's supposed to do and what he's supposed to have been doing to begin with. But I'm fine. I'm at the point where I'm like, God, you don't gotta even bring it back around to him. Just you for it. I trust you to handle it and leave it at that. And he can just go on somewhere. Like I literally be feeling like he could just die off because he just been useless in helping and watching over his kids. Like people literally over here saying stuff about his kids and stuff. And I mean, even his own relatives have made comments and stuff. And they're not. They say it in front or around me, but they ain't directed it towards his other parent. I'm like, that's why I'm like, and he not here to hear that or whatever or defend that or speak up about it. So he needs to be dead. That's how I feel. And like I said, that's not me speaking death over him. That's just me feeling strongly. Like, what are you here for? Like, what are you around for? You can't even just even take care of your kids, and of course, not to mention me as a woman. I'm the woman that you impregnated. Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to defend me or stand beside me or whatever the case. And then, even if you want to tell me that I'm wrong, we discussed that behind closed doors. But anyway, he just felt some kind of pressure that he was supposed to be a thug. And I never said that, mentioned that, or nothing like that to him. I don't really even truly know what a thug is fully. I know what I've seen and envisioned, and I feel like I have been around some, but I don't expect you to be a thug. I don't equate thug with just standing up for yourself, speaking up for yourself. That's not thug behavior. But this bullying and stuff is thug. So, I pray and trust God again as far as if a breakthrough is necessary or whatever. I don't know what's supposed to happen. Because, yeah, at this point, I feel like, hey, they want something to happen to me. And so I'm the type that's, oh, no, baby, I want it to happen to you first, especially when you're the so called elder. You've been here longer, honey. And then I'm not even in y'all bloodline or whatever the case may be. So y'all shouldn't even be, you should easily disassociate from me and go on about your business. But it's like y'all can't even damn sleep at night without trying to wake up with a plot or plan or go to bed before you plot or plan on how to scheme on me. Lord. So many have came against me, and yeah, they definitely failed. Some have failed miserably, and I'm trusting God that this whatever is plot, plan, or their feelings or emotions will continue to fail, backfire against them. Whatever's supposed to be going on in their household, I'm not getting in it. I don't give a damn. I don't. Y'all so-called husband and wife or whatever, y'all sort through if that's the case. But if it's truly something against me, you know, Lord, all I say is you hash it out. But yeah, like today, I'm feeling like I'm still gonna go on out here. The sun is beaming or whatever, and do what I was gonna do. Maybe I looked out there. They got the weather open, so it's just I be feeling like, are y'all waiting on an opportunity to bother with me? And I'm gonna give you I'm talking about I'm gonna give you a certain response, but I don't know. I be trying. I be trying with people. I sure do. I be trying not to live my life, especially hating people. I'm not hating on people, but hating people and stuff like that. But it's like they don't give me a choice but to just be like, baby, you're nothing. You're absolutely nothing to me. You do not exist to me. I'll be glad when the day comes that you fall off the face of the earth, or that 6 feet under. No, I don't want to contribute to your death or nothing like that. But as far as me, if it's considered, oh, you're speaking life into it, then hey, then I just be like, so be it. So anyway, hate for that to be my mood and stuff for this good old sunny day that God has gave. Another day that God has made, I will rejoice and be glad in it. Well, I'm trying to get to the point of rejoicing and be glad in it, being glad in it, but I woke up just still bothered by that. Like, it's just, you keep on taking these. You had an opportunity. And it's not even just them, it's been other people where I've been right there, just like similar to the boys' dad being across the street that one day. And what stopped you from coming over here besides him? Yeah, he was banned or whatever. He was banned, but I was here. It was just me and the kids. He came over here so many other times before, tried, rape me as the non-consensual sex and all types of other stuff. Called me all types of bees, this, that, and the third. But on this day, he went and sat his behind over there under her. Like, you didn't, meaning you didn't did so much to me, and you know you have. But then you gonna go try to, you ask me for help, but then you run for quote unquote cover, go sitting under her at her house. And um you know what I'm saying? To me, it's just, you didn't stand up and face your stuff like a man. Like, you had to go, you felt like you wanted to talk to me over sitting near your aunt. And I'm telling you, the reason why I moved around was for when God moved on me. I was in my backyard and God moved on me to go to the front yard. So basically, I'm like the person that's not aware. And of course, this goes to, I'm eating some cashews now, but this is because he over here with some female. I had a hunch, but I wasn't like going searching or looking or anything like that to see or find out or know what was really going on. And even then, if that was really going on, it still wasn't fully revealed to me. I've done, and I'm gonna just be honest, I seen his car parked at the girl house, but to me, until God reveals it to me, or until me and him sit down and have some kind of conversation about it, and I can trust that he's not playing around and just trying to get under my skin, then I don't know what it is. But at this point, I still don't know, what him and that girl are or whatever. But at this point, I have just decided, like, it doesn't matter whether they together or whether they're not. And especially when, if you standing together trying to come against me, as opposed to actually have a relationship, that means, like, if you standing together just to come against me, that means y'all stuff is based on something, just, some crazy type of foundation. But if you standing together, actually having a relationship, trying to relate to one another, that's different. You know what I'm saying? And you got something genuine and real. You ain't really worried about me, but you would be still concerned about your kids. But anyway, yeah, he went over there and did that, and like, I'm not taller than him. I'm not bigger than him. Yes, I have done went upside his damn head and this, that, and the third, because he done either did something to torture or torment me, or like I said, brought a disease back and I got pissed off, or, well, a disease back several times and I got pissed off or whatever, because that's my body. Like, that's, again, you're violating me. You really are abusing me. It's just in a more subtle type of way where, what I'm saying, you're not putting your hands on me, so to speak, but you're doing something to my body. You're trying to you're trying to alter my DNA, and you're trying to, what I'm saying, trying to morph me into something that I'm not. And so, but when I already had the blood applied, it's like it's fighting against that. The what you trying to bring is trying to fight against what's already rooted and grounded in me. So it was just, it was wild. But I'm just thankful I didn't kill him. I'm glad he didn't kill me or whatever, but I'm thankful that I didn't kill him, because I don't want to go to prison for. I don't want to go to prison for a strong person either, but I don't want to go. I definitely don't want to go to prison for dealing with no weak ass Negro. Like, heck no. So I don't know. I don't even know how I got to him from them. Cause I guess because I really truly be feeling like everything that happened is because of, like, a lot of stuff that try to rise up against me is because him sending out certain, either sending out hits in the spirit, because he's a spiritual dude. So basically, can use people or things in the environment around me to, to just commit dark, fraudulent works against me. Sounds crazy or whatever, but Baby, I've been up close and personal with them. I know what I'm dealing with. I know the astral projection. I know the leaving toothbrushes places and trying to use that as an entry to my household. I mean, it was a time when I just started getting rid of all the stuff that was so called his, with towels, rags, this, that, and the third day he was leaving, and I'm like, I felt the type of way because I'm like, why would I have to get rid of his stuff? Like I just I did it without fully understanding, but I just did it because yeah, I'm not trying to hold on to you. I'm not trying to be attached to you, especially via no material things. I'm trying to get to know you in real life and, you know what I'm saying, have a real life experience. I'm not trying to, yeah, spiritual type, knowing you spiritually or whatever is fun and everything, but God gave us this flesh and we can know each other, you know what I'm saying, in that type of way. And then we can continue to go higher spiritually. But, uh, this shit was so disorderly and just so funky. Yeah, I don't want to even. I'm telling you, I don't even want to speak on him like that. But the stuff it just tries to circle back around to him. They used to mention him to me, and it's like, what in the world? What's the problem? What's going on? What are y'all seeing, or what do y'all know that I don't know? And I mean, evidently they must know something that I don't know about one another, about each other, and it's just me who is I guess, the lost one. I'm, according to them anyway. Um, According to me, I don't really give a damn whether they be lost or found. Just keep it over there. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't cordially invite me and I didn't accept the invite, or vice versa, then don't bother with me. That's the thug clap that Kevin Hart did. Don't bother with me, boo boo. But yeah, but I'm off here because mm, things got better for talking about it, but they ain't where I wanted to be. So let me try something different.